wanted to come out here and see the Navajo country and talk to the leaders and find out what we can do in the federal government to make sure that we have good education, good health services, and prosperity on the reservations.
As you saw right there, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. making a stop in New Mexico today to talk to students about nutrition and education at a charter school in Gallup. It was the final day of his Make America Healthy Again tour, but not everybody was particularly excited to see him. Jacqueline Aragon has much more on his visit and also the reaction from a few protesters.
Wednesday, Health and Human Service Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. visited Hozo Academy in Gallup. He spoke to students and got to visit their food and physical education programs. But outside of the school, protesters let the secretary know what they really wanted from his department. Protesters brought their posters, speakers, and passion to Park Avenue. They wanted to let Secretary RFK Jr. know they're pro-vaccine and want him to push that message out.
And he did say that the other day. But, hours later, talking about all of these quack therapies for measles.
That's what saves our lives. We need to get better health care and not misinformation.
Honor the treaties. These are agreements, arrangements that were signed for the sake of our health, our education, and our well-being. And by decimating the Indian Health Service and other means, it's dishonoring what we signed in good faith.
Others came in support of the secretary.
There are some vaccines where they are questionable, whether or not they are effective. And questioning them is just something one should do, especially when it does have an effect directly upon the human body.
But the secretary would only answer questions about the Make America Healthy Again tour he's on, with stops in New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah.
We want to make sure, my biggest priority is to make sure that there's good food on the reservation, that they can get away from this dependence on processed food, which is poison.
Reporting in Gallup, Jacqueline Aragon, KOB4.